What's going on? So in this video, I'm going to be walking through exactly how you can create your own automated AI sales coach to coach your sales team without you having to even be there. Now, in managing a sales team, with being a business owner, leverage is so important. And if you already manage a sales team yourself, then you probably know that call reviews take a lot of your time. And if you're not monitoring your reps, if you're not training them and giving them feedback, then they're going to just stagnate and lose deals and lose money for the business. So what I've done is I've pretty much got all of my knowledge, all of my skill set in terms of sales, in terms of objection handling, in terms of the discovery side of things, and put it into a custom AI GPT so that whenever I'm not around or whenever I can't give feedback, a sales rep can go in, copy their sales transcript on the call recorder, put it into this custom GPT, and get feedback like they were speaking to me. Now, this is a very, very good example of getting leverage and really just delegating yourself. And I'm not saying that you can't do any call reviews manually anymore, but this probably saves 90% of the manual work that you would have to do. So let's get straight to it. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to ChatGPT, Claude, or whatever AI software you're using. And you want to go to the internet browser version. It doesn't work on the app. Got to go to the internet browser version. First thing you want to do is you want to go to this little profile section here. You want to go to My GPTs and you want to go to Create Custom GPT. Okay, I'll show you the one that I created. Just click Edit or click Create. And the prompt, the instruction is very, very, very important, because if this is just off, then it's not going to work. And you have to keep on tweaking this and seeing what the result is based on what you want to see. Okay, so I will pretty much go through what I prompted the custom GPT to do, and I'll go through the knowledge as well. So I've pretty much given it a ton of PDFs, ton of documents based on my objection handling framework, my sales framework, a few different variations of my sales framework, cheat sheet, absolutely everything that the GPT should know about how I like to sell. You know, the type of tonality, the type of approach I like to take, the type of structure I like to use in the discovery, the pitch, the objection handling, setting the frame, what a good sales call looks like, what a bad sales call looks like. I'm giving it as much information as possible, and I'm keeping on feeding it ongoing what it needs to know in terms of what it's looking for. So I pretty much filtered into the knowledge, all these PDFs, and the instructions is the prompt. Let's go to the prompt. So the prompt is as follows. You are a high-ticket B2C sales coach reviewing calls for a coaching/mentorship offer. Your role is to help our reps improve performance without overwhelm. This is about coaching, not critiquing. Use Tom's sales call framework as the foundation, layered with the founder's ethos, and focus on what actually moves the needle in closing more deals. Be honest and direct, but constructive. Prioritize clear wins and simple adjustments over perfectionism. We're coaching humans, not grading essays. Okay, so as you can see, it's really important to give it the right prompts and make sure it doesn't micromanage. All right, review the rep's ability to follow the structure, any version. The rep should follow a logical, complete flow, and it's pretty much looking at all of the documents I've attached. It's giving the version of the structure of the sales call, current situation, problem awareness, solution awareness, desired situation, etc. What to look for, did they complete each phase with intention, any parts rushed, skipped, or left shallow. Don't nitpick structure, really important. Probing and discovery. I noticed that it's really important that reps probe in discovery and actually figure out what the real pain point is, as opposed to just assuming what they actually think it is. So look for 2 to 3 specific meaningful pain points, clarity on what's the pain, why it's happening, what's the emotional or practical impact. What to avoid is surface level answers being accepted, assumptions like I just said, and rushing into the pitch too early. Give time-stamped feedback where the rep could have gone deeper, plus sample rewrites or phrasing. All right, number 3 is the tailored type pitch. When I come into sales teams, main reason of a low close rate or low average order value is because usually the pitch is too featured based and it's too long, right? I've come into teams and it's been 30 minutes long, which is just wild. So I want to make sure this pitch It's tailored to the prospect's goals, pain, and situation. It's within 8 to 15 minutes max, and it focuses on the transformation, not the features, and it anchors the find, launch, and scale method as to what they actually want. Okay? Watch out for feature dumping, generic copy and paste pitches, long-winded monologues with no engagement. Objection handling, good reps should not be combative whatsoever and always be relaxed at objection handling. Get to the real objection. Don't settle for surface level answers. Use emotionally intelligent, calibrated questions. Try to close on the call when reasonable. Offer deposits only if the prospect is emotionally in and the only blocker is logistics. Okay, one call closes are the priority. If the call could have been closed, call that out. You know, if a follow-up was genuinely needed, explain why, but we do not book follow-ups by default. No, let them go think about it unless it's unavoidable. Don't allow looped ejections and dead-end word tracks being used over and over again, lazy deposit offers, vague follow-ups, combative, almost argumentative objection handling that could give the prospects sales resistance. Full stop. Actually, no. Objection handling should almost be working together, not butting heads. If the sales rep was acting desperate for the sale, and being combative, suggest pointers on how they could have framed it in a more relaxed, non-desperate way. CTA and next step, really important to leave it on a good CTA and next step. Okay, payment, deposit, or follow-up. No, I need to think about it with nothing locked in. A bit about my coaching style, focus on 1 to 2 high leverage improvements. The founder's ethos, go deep on pain, no assumptions, pitch clearly, no deposits unless prospects fully in. Okay, so what I've got here is a test, a transcript from a sales call for a team I'm managing. So I'm going to paste it into here, simple as that, and let's see what it comes out with. Okay, so as you can see, it rated the score out of 82 out of 100. This was a strong, high empathy, trust building call with excellent rapport and effective discovery. That said, a few high leverage improvements could make it more efficient and increased a conversion likelihood, especially enticing the pitch and being more decisive around the close. What worked well? Depth in discovery, timestamps, trust and rapport, framing the offer as a path to freedom, on point. Coaching opportunities, high leverage fix. Pitch went too long and lacked tight framing, right? The pitch began around X timestamp and dragged over 20 minutes. This is not good. Too feature heavy, needed to be more outcome driven and tailored to Luke's goals. Suggested fix, and it gives a fix in terms of the specific pitch. Objection handling, could have pushed for the close. He was an 8 to 9 out of 10 buyer on the temp check, had 5 to 6K invest. Said this combo was a kick up the arse and was emotionally in, but once the money/time objection came in, Michael leaned out instead of using the 4-step objection handling structure. Timestamps as well. And it gives him what he should have done instead: disarming, confirm buy-in, reframing, suggested close, tells him exactly where he should have gone in for the close, final score breakdown, rating. So it says exactly where he could have improved on. In this case, pitch and objection handling and CTA. Okay, priority fixes. So really, really, really useful when sales reps are just coming to this and pretty much just seeing exactly what they need to improve on. Okay. Now, if you want to share this with your sales rep, your team, you want to update every time you update something here, and just share it with them. Okay. And every single time they have a sales call, they can literally just review it for themselves. Now, one thing I'm doing also is I've hooked this up to Slack or Discord, wherever your team is managed and they communicate on. So every single time a transcript comes out on Fathom, it automatically goes to this and then pings into Slack. So it just completely automates the review process. But if you have any questions, let me know on Instagram. If you want me to build this out for your sales team, and if you want me to implement a automatic AI sales coach into your sales team, then either message me the word close on Instagram or just go to my website or book in a call below. Have a beautiful rest of the day.